check this out. So this is a teacher in Illinois. She offered, this is the NBC News official Twitter account. An Illinois teacher offered her middle schoolers a best-selling LGBTQ BLT 4K HD TV themed book. We're going to add more letters to the LGBTQ every time we have to say it from here on out on this show. Parents filed a police report over her book choice. That's all they said. This book's called Igniting Social Action that's the incorrect book. So the picture they showed was a book called Igniting Social Action in the ELA Classroom, right? It's a teacher, of course, fat white lady, also looks like Jabba the Hutt, holding up the book to the camera. Well, that's not the book. The real book was called This Book is Gay. That's the book in question. Now, I'm going to read you a couple excerpts from This Book is Gay. All right. This is page 202. Tip: if your partner is circumcised or cut, you will want to try a drop of lube. Remember, he hasn't got as much skin to move around as uncut guys. Blowies. Oral sex is popping another dude's peen into your mouth, or indeed popping yours into his. There is only one hard and fast rule when it comes to blowjobs. Watch the teeth. And that's not just for gay folks. That women take note as well. Lips and tongue, yes. Teeth, no. As with hand jobs and breakfast eggs, all men like their blowjobs served in different ways. The term blowjob is massively misleading, as you won't actually be blowing on his penis. It's more about sucking. Although I stress you're not trying to suck his kidneys out through his urethra, or if it's Hank Hill, his narrow urethra. It's more about sliding your mouth up and down the shaft of his cock, letting a guy come in your mouth. No, I need to read this because people need to know the crap that they're trying to read in schools. This is a middle school in Illinois. They were trying to read this, and NBC News lied about the book. Letting a guy come in your mouth is a safe sex no-no. Get away from the volcano before it erupts. I'm sorry, that's funny. That's funny. In fact, be aware that many sexually transmitted infections, STIs, are often spread through oral sex. Now, here's the next category. Bumming, which I've never heard of, so I'm going to read this for educational purposes. I don't know what this is. It is a universal... I don't need to read this part. I feel like you got the whole picture on blowies, but I need to know what this is, because now I'm morbidly curious. It is a universal truth that many men like sticking their willies inside things. I suspect it's biological. Well, in the absence of a vagina, gay and bi men make excellent use of the back door. Okay, and then they have a glossary. They have an index where you can look up definitions. So they have things like genderqueer, STI. They also have these ones. Rimming, licking the bottom. Scat, eating poop. Scissor sisters. Strap-on. This is a teacher, a middle school teacher. I'm sorry. It is, let's see. It's more about sliding your mouth up and down the shaft of his cock. Is that appropriate to be read to a 12-year-old under any circumstances? I don't care if it's
outrageous criminal activity.
That is the one time you have used that soundbite, and it wasn't a joke. This person, I'm going to tell you right now, I would be in prison if I found. I can only imagine what my mom would have done because my mom was wild when I was 12 years old. She would have been in jail on gun charges. I'm telling you right now, if my teacher was reading that crap to me in school. Like, my dad would have freaked out, but my mom would have got to him first, and she worked further away from my school. Like, I can only imagine what my parents would have done if that garbage was being read to myself or my brother when we were in school. Now, again, I am not labeling all teachers as bad. Not even most of them. Majority of public school teachers, good people that are working for a bad system. But at the end of the day, there are just too many of them that are bad for you to continue to take that risk and consider yourself a good parent if you can afford to not take the risk. If I have a bowl of jelly beans on my table, and there's 100 jelly beans in it, and one of them's poison, would you let your kid eat it? Of course not.
Can you change it to M&Ms?
M&Ms,
don't like
yeah.
jelly beans.
No, I don't think kids like jelly beans either. Jelly beans are for like old people and pedophiles. That's who eats jelly beans. So yeah, so I have Reese's Pieces on my table. One of them's poison. 100 Reese's Pieces. You let your kid eat it? Of course not. So when 25% of these teachers, or even 10%, are groomer perverts, why the hell would you put them there if you had a choice?
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.